This is WGEO-FM, Radio Free DC.
I'm Ted Costas, and I'll be with you from 9 till noon.
The Senate is voting today on the President's latest nominee for Secretary of... I'm Harrison Green.
And I'm Leanne Plunkett, and our guest today is Senator...
Hi-ho, ready regulars. This is the mighty Dr. Q. On top duty with... Capital Punishment.
I'm Quentin Lamoureux. Welcome to the Classics Show.
Today's vote on the President's latest nominee is expected to be very close.
The Senate today rejected the nomination.
Have you forgotten to send in your pledge?
This guy here wants to do a program called The Mellow Motorist. Says if he could do a meditation show during rush hour, there wouldn't be so much hostility on the highway.
Just a lot of people dozing off behind the wheel. I'll write up a reply. You can sign it.
Great. Boy, you've taken an enormous load off me since you started here. It's a nice dress. It really shows off your figure.
Thanks, Teddy.
Boy, you smell nice, too. What is that perfume?
I'm not wearing any.
You mean you just naturally smell like flowers?
It could be my lipstick.
Yeah, that's it. I bet that tastes pretty good, too. So, we'll take care of those letters, and, oh, there should be an album of Russian rap songs over at the,
Unicorn
record
shop.
Yeah.
Over by the Capitol. I'll pick them up for you.
Oh, geez, Ted, you're in early. Well, we just wanted to get some work done before I go in the air. Where are the flowers for, Jay? These, this guy I know had too many. And I said, maybe I can unload some of them for you. So, Gretchen, you want them?
Me? Sure. They're lovely.
Because if you didn't want them, I was just going to chuck them in the garbage can.
Harrison, Leanne, Senator Bueller is here. Senator, this is Harrison Green.
Welcome to our little show.
Thanks.
Hello, Senator. Leanne Plunkett. We met at Jim Wright's farewell party.
Oh, very sad occasion. But I haven't forgotten you, Leanne.
I threw a little party when Jim Wright left, too. Of course, we had on-paper hats, sang, and blew noisemakers.
And they call you guys the silent majority. I need to phone my office.
Oh, if you'd like some privacy, there's a phone in the next booth. You just dial 9.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the show.
Oh, so am I, Senator. So am I.
What, Harrison?
Oh, nothing.
You're up to something. What do you have?
It's not what I have. It's what a certain swimsuit model in Miami had.
What did she have?
Twins. That man is insatiable.
I get so sick of this gossip. If he's young, good-looking, and liberal, he's automatically a sex maniac. If he were a conservative, you'd have him named Father of the Year.
He's a disgrace to the Senate.
Harrison, he is a crucial vote on the Appropriations Committee.
He's still a public servant. He should be held accountable.
There is a big vote coming up on public radio budget cuts, and this station relies on those funds.
And I'm supposed to compromise my journalistic integrity for...
Harrison, your show is produced with those funds.
Oh. Steve! Well, Senator, I've always been pro-life myself, but I don't think I've ever heard the other side argued quite so convincingly. You've certainly given this reporter food for thought.
Look, Harrison, I know I'm not going to change everybody's mind. It's an emotional issue. After all, I am a father of 2 children myself.
And I bet you're proud of both of them.
Senator, there's been a lot of partisan mudslinging this year in Congress.
You don't have to tell me. There's a rumor going around that I've fathered twins by some young woman in Florida.
What? No, oh, land sakes.
I I suppose every attractive, powerful man in the government is a target for that sort of gossip.
Well, it's part of the game, and you just learn to live with it. Luckily, my wife understands.
Well, Senator, it's certainly been a thrill to have you here on Toe-to-Toe and to give you a chance to scotch some of those ugly rumors. It's nice to know that our Senate is in such strong and capable hands.
Speaking of strong and capable hands, Senator, would you mind removing yours?
I'm sorry, I thought it was on the arm of the chair.
No, it was on the thigh of Leanne. Now, Senator, let's talk about those twins.
Senator, I'm Ted Costas, the program director, and welcome to the wonderful world of live radio.
That Leanne is quite a...
Handful. Well, sorry.
Can I have a cup of coffee or something?
Sure.
Thank you. Who is that?
Oh, her. Well, that's just my assistant, Ms. Schreck.
Attractive girl. Very attractive.
Well, now that you mention it, she sure is. Young, though.
Excuse me, but aren't you Senator Bueller?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, this is just, well, a little embarrassing.
Well, don't be embarrassed. I'm used to it.
You're used to having your car towed?
What?
You parked your car in the fire lane and they towed it away.
Oh, no, I've got a roll call vote in 25 minutes.
Well, maybe we can get you a cab. We'll pay for it.
A cab at this hour? I think it'd be easier to buy one. Is there, someone who can give me a ride?
Well,
I'll do it.
you can't. You've got that phone interview with Paul McCartney in 25 minutes.
Well, if he calls, just tell him I'll call him back.
He's calling from London. This took me weeks to set up.
Oh, right.
Well, perhaps you can lend Miss Schreck to me. To drive me.
Me? Well,
I'm just afraid I can't spare her right now. She's awfully busy. Well, you got all those letters to write for me.
Oh, I finished those hours ago.
Well, you've got that errand to run for me, to pick up the Russian rap records.
Right. That's right by the Capitol.
Bingo.
I'll rewind the tape.
And I'll just call my office.
Oh, then it all works out perfectly then, doesn't it?
I never would have expected this of you. Him!
Me? I was good.
Naomi, the man was groping my thigh under the table.
It's okay, Naomi. The calls are running 10 to 1 for Leanne.
Wonderful. There's not going to be a show thanks to them.
Them? Her? I was good.
Listen, Senator, we will get your car back for you, pay the fine, our treat.
You'll excuse me, I have to get back to the Senate.
Give you a lift, Steve.
No, thanks. Ted's been kind enough to share Miss Schreck with me.
Well, she had to go over that way anyhow.
Shall we?
Oh, Lord, did you see the way he was looking at her? Oh, Jay, Gretchen can handle herself with him.
I don't know, Ted. I could barely defend myself from him with 2 free hands and a microphone. I don't envy a girl who's got both hands on the wheel.
What chance does a guy like me have against Steve Bueller? Come on, Jay, you're talking like this guy's some sort of a rock star or something. He's just a senator. He's not irresistible.
Mom, Dad, are you tired?
For what?
Well, you said Steve Bueller was going to be on your show today. Are you still here?
You just missed him.
Oh!
They're on their way out to Gretchen's car.
Come on, you guys, it's still time!
How's this? You know, people ask me, Mr. Vice President, isn't your wife the real brains in the family? Well, I'm not just some puppet. Just as sure as my name is J. Danbury Quayle. J. Danforth Quayle. Well, I don't need her help for anything. You know, just as I said when I was addressing the United Negro Cottage Fund, and believe me, this administration is all for colored people having nice houses to live in. college fund. What?
It's very funny. But this is radio, Don?
Give the audience credit for a little imagination, why don't you?
Does anybody want this last bit of coffee before I make a new pot? Jay, it's almost 7:45. What are you still doing here?
Oh,
Waiting for Gretchen. She should have been back hours ago.
Jay, the quickest way to scare off a woman is to let her think that you're keeping tabs on her.
Who? Me? Oh, no. Just a little concern for a fellow worker, that's all. I mean, Quentin's scheduled to go on in 15 minutes, and he's not here yet, and I'm getting darn anxious. Quentin, woo, thank God. No. Well, I guess I can go now. Right after I stay a little longer.
What's with him?
He's in love.
With me?
It's a long story. Poor Jay. It's really eating him up.
So, how come you're here so late?
Me? The cleaning lady bought a lottery ticket last night. I thought I'd just hang around and see how she made out. Okay. So I used to babysit her. I guess I still worry.
You used to babysit the cleaning lady? No. Then I'm confused.
Look, Gretchen probably just lost track of time in the record store. That's what happens to me.
On the other hand, in this rain, she could have been in an accident. Or she could be cozy and dry in a nice restaurant booth with Senator Bueller. Let's hope it's just an accident.
Oh. Our Gretchen and Senator Bueller? Doesn't she know he has a wife and 2 children, as well as a girlfriend and 2 children?
Oh, Lord. Quentin, Jay's worried because Gretchen is with Bueller.
With good reason. Remember those famous words of Henry Kissinger? Power is the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, look at me. I'm nobody in this town, right?
Right.
Once I was at a party, and there were a lot of bigwigs there. Congressmen, diplomats. Women were around them like bees around honey. Some of the prettier girls got the idea that I was the Jamaican ambassador. And suddenly I was surrounded.
Well, how did they get that idea?
Maybe because I told him so. The point is, I could have had any of them. Any of them.
Oh, my Lord. Jay, simmer down. Gretchen's going to walk through that door any second, and you're going to feel really foolish for having worried. WGEO. Gretch. Are you? Well, no, don't worry about it. No, I don't need the records now. Tomorrow morning it'll be fine. Well, have fun. She's having dinner with Bueller.
Any of them.
How much insulation do you have in your attic? 3 inches? 6 inches? Well, the Department of Energy recommends R38 for most American homes, which is equivalent to a foot of Owens Corning pink fiberglass. So grab a ruler and measure your attic insulation. Then get rolling, because 12 inches of pink fiberglass can help you get a foothold on your energy bills.
I'd like 612 crust sandwiches. That's 500 egg and sausage, 1,214 bacon double cheeseburgers.
Any fries?
Why not?
Why not? Okay, that's 900 Whoppers.
1,000 double cheeseburgers. Hold the cheese.
Every day, Burger King has a different sandwich for 99 cents. At prices like these, you can afford to feed an army.
Which one of these has the pickles?
Pickles?
Burger King 99-cent daily specials. There's no better way to serve your country.
Housekeeping hints from the Nut House.
It is important to keep the dining room spotless. Whoops.
piece of lint. Nothing scares away customers more than a dirty dining room.
Look out for Cloris Leachman in the Nut House.
Oh, to be a star.
Be a star. Fly to Hollywood on Continental Airlines to appear in an NBC primetime show. Win a Buick Riata and more. Other prizes, too. For details, check the Sears supplement in Sunday's paper or visit your Sears retail store.
I'm a star, and I owe it all to NBC and Sears.
That was the Ballad of Yannick from 1981 Solidarity Rally at the Gdansk shipyards. Coming up next, some Russian songs, if they ever arrive. Meanwhile, here's another song from that same rally. Oblava.
Sorry, I must have overslept. I guess I partied a little too much last night.
You got home late?
Home? Well, I was up late. I mean, here's the records.
Isn't that the same outfit you had on yesterday?
Yeah. See, I was going to wear this new pink outfit I bought, but when I took it out, I noticed there was just this big spot on it, and then I was going to wear that peach sweater, but the pants to go with it, they're at the cleaners.
Why are you going into this long explanation?
Because you asked.
I didn't. Said it looked like the same outfit.
Oh. Well, it is. This is nice, this music.
Got some aspirin out on my desk.
No, that's all right. It's just a little hangover. Oh, you meant for you. I'll get it.
Gretchen, good morning.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, isn't that the same outfit you had on yesterday?
Yeah, I was just telling Ted that...
Gretchen, I understand you spent the night with Senator Bueller. Evening. What would you say his mood was?
He was very upset.
Sam, we're going to lose his vote.
I didn't mean about that. He said he's going to leave his wife.
Leave his wife. But that's what he said to that model in Miami, 9-10 months ago. Aspirin?
No, really, I'm all for you. I'll get it.
Thank you.
Gretchen, Steve Bueller is never going to leave his wife.
He sounded sincere to me. Well, he did. You can't tell me that someone like Steve could fake tears in his eyes.
All politicians do tears.
Gretchen, I tried calling you last night.
Jay, please, leave her alone. Whatever happened last night, it's her business. It's private. If there's anything to it, wait 3 days. It'll be in the Inquirer.
So isn't that the same outfit you were wearing yesterday?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Thank goodness for you, anyway.
Me?
It's been one evening with Senator Bueller, and everybody's on my case. You're the only one who's not minding my business for me. Thanks.
Well, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Hi, Dad.
Maud, what are you doing here?
I had it prepared, and I just had to come over and talk to Gretchen.
What about Maud?
I heard you drove Steve Bueller in your car.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God. He's such a stud. What happened?
Oh, nothing. I just took him back to the Senate.
The Senate?
WGEO. This is she. Hi, Steve. Tonight? Do you have anything you want me to do tonight?
Oh, I guess not.
Steve, you're on.
Feels so good to finally have someone to talk to about this. When you're a senator and you have personal problems, they're
aren't too many people you can confide in. Excuse me. Yes, Kim. Sure. Send him in. A friend of yours from the station. Mr. Costas.
Listen, Bueller, you keep your clammy paws off of my assistant. I'm not going to stand around and let some unctuous slug like you slime all over a sweet and innocent girl like Gretchen Schreck. And if that means that we lose your vote, who cares?
Hi. I know you think you're defending her virtue, but what gives you the right to barge into Bueller's office and then try... Could we be alone for just a moment, please, Gretchen?
The first record's queued up.
I had just spent about 20 minutes stroking that man, and you come in there and...
This is WGEO-FM 91.6. Listener-supported public radio.
First, Leanne humiliates him in 53 syndicated cities, and then you come in and...
On the air. Morning, Georgetown. I'm Ted Costas, and the show is Long Day's Journey into Lunch. What with the temperature out there nudging the 90-degree mark already, I figured the musical theme of our show today would be... heat. So cuddle up your air conditioner while we listen to Alex Baronio and the group and his 1973 classic, Sizzle.
Then you come roaring into his office and start yelling at him.
What was I supposed to do? Want to make some move on Gretchen? I mean, giving her that line about leaving his wife.
He did.
Did what?
Left his wife. They're filing for divorce.
Really?
And no thanks to you and Leanne, he is still going to vote his conscience in favor of public radio.
Well, that's nice.
Yes. It seems that he's too big a person to hold the grudge. I'm not.
Gretchen, see if you can find the original cast album of Kiss Me Kate. I want to play Too Darn Hot. And while you're at it, find Fred Astaire singing Having a Heat Wave.
You went to Senator Bueller's office yesterday?
Uh-huh.
To protect me from him? Who the hell says I need protection?
Huh?
I'm 25 years old. I can take care of myself.
On the air.
No, you're not. You got another 2 minutes and 30 seconds on this cut, and you're spending them with me.
Whoa, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Why are you treating me like some naive little child? I've been financially independent since I was 18 years old. I've got a master's degree, and I've known a lot of men. You know what I mean by known? Do you know what I mean by a lot?
More than 3?
Well, no. But what I'm trying to say here is that I am not some delicate little flower.
Well, even so, Bueller has kind of a reputation as a ladies' man.
I'm a lady, in case you haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
Then stop treating me like I'm 5 years old.
I've known you since you were 5. I was your babysitter.
Well, Ted, I've grown up.
Yeah, I noticed that, too.
Yeah, I know you have. The other morning, we came this close to kissing. You know why we didn't?
Because I'm your boss.
Because you still think you're my babysitter. Get used to the idea that I'm not a child. I'm a grown woman.
So you mean you want me to kiss you?
What, are you crazy? You're my boss. That'd be nuts. Right?
Right.
Right. So, since we can't get involved, then you stay out of my private life. That was too darn hot and having a heat wave.
Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered.
Come home to NBC. Premiere week begins in just 12 days. Coming up next, an NBC News special.
When the issue's in black and white, where do you stand? This is Bryant Gumbel. Join me as we score the Racial Attitude and Consciousness exam. The Race, next on NBC.